Welcome back to the program. Sometimes there are events that extend through all walks of life and all atmospheres. Sunday night in the late innings of the Mets-Phillies game, one of those events happened as the word spread through the crowd to the tune of USA, USA chants. Osama Bin Laden is dead. And Christian, this invokes a lot of emotion and memories of the bad times in September 11th, and now it's celebrated that the man responsible is now dead. Even through the sports landscape is why we're talking about it. What sort of emotion does it evoke in you?
Well, truth be told, I was just sitting in my apartment and, we were watching the Mets-Phillies game because my roommate is a Phillies fan. Sure. And, all of a sudden there's this roar and we all have our laptops out and one of us gets on Twitter and suddenly there's tweets. It was 4,000 tweets per second were coming in about the U.S. has killed Osama Bin Laden, and it was just everywhere. So we flip over to CNN, and we're hearing this report, and then we're seeing this crowd grow outside the White House in ridiculous numbers. It started real small, and it got huge, like, instantly. And we were watching it, and we, some people rioted. There was riots, like, all over the country about this. And, we were just sitting there. We were like, all right, this is what happened. I was really shocked by the way some people handled the situation. A little bit crazy, and
I completely agree with you. And just to sort of talk about how I feel about it a little bit, and I'll let you keep going. It's a satisfying emotion as far as justice has been served, which is what Obama said on television, saying justice has been served. We got our guy. But when you think about it, it's like it shouldn't be this big a reason to celebrate and go crazy. Sure, when you hear it, you can be happy. You can, hug your family, say, this was a big thing, September 11th, and the man responsible has been held accountable. But I think to be rioting, to have an excuse to go out and drinking, it's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I felt. And the thing that I thought was, why are we celebrating the death here? How about the guys that went in there and pulled off this extremely risky operation, put their lives on the line? Why are we not celebrating those guys?
Well, it is in part a celebration of them and celebration of all the people who've tried to do what they did the other day. I just think it's a huge event. It is. It's a big time news story.
No question about that.
But it's not so much. It's not like we won this war off of this.
Right.
The same people that were shooting at us are still shooting at us if Bin Laden's there or not.
Right.
It's just a good feeling for those who lost something or lost someone in the September 11th events that this guy is now
And now look
gone.
at the sports side of it. How about those players on the field? They didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they just hear USA, USA chants.
Yeah, but it's a memory forever for them and the fans in the stands.
And they talked about it, Bobby Valentine said, I will never forget this moment. And nobody will ever forget this moment.
Yeah, historical.
That's all the time we have for today. Be sure to check out our weekly radio show on WSOE 89.3 every Wednesday night from 10 till midnight.
Also read our weekly article in The Pendulum, watch our webcasts on YouTube, and become a fan on Facebook. For everyone here at 101 Sports,
whose side are you on?
All right. Nice little somber ending.